It's all to do with the skeleton fairies, basically. I became really interested in skeletons and started making them out of twigs. And then they got smaller and smaller, and then I started making them out of the veins of leaves. So now I make them out of roots, and they're about 8 millimetres tall with insect wings. I'm telling their story and creating their world. Yeah, there's this common myth that the grey squirrels kill the red squirrels directly. The piece that I'll have in here is playing on that. The fairies and the grey squirrels are teaming up and preying on other animals. So there'll be various grey squirrels which have been armoured. So one of them's got spikes, one of them is wearing a scorpion on its head. This is actually the storage squirrel. The fairies have built sections of wasp's nest into its fur, and this is for taking the insects back to the den. So this is actually the first grey squirrel that I taxidermied myself, but it's actually a grey squirrel disguised as a red squirrel, so that it can sneak into populations of red squirrels, and the fairies who are hiding can jump out and ambush the red squirrels. I think there's a little bit of a backlash in this piece against the humans who are persecuting the grey squirrels in Northumberland. I prefer ideas to come through what I find. So that's how I learnt about insects. Insects led to bones, so actually learning taxidermy is just another process. This is the set for the animation. The idea is that the fairies have a den in one of these crevices. And inside the nest is a captive blue tit. The fairies are using the blue tit as an incubator because the fairies are collecting birds' eggs to feed to the squirrels.
It'll work.
Yeah,
I think it'll work.
That's nice, ending on the floor and then we can do the clothes.
Yeah, Tessa does the actual animating and the making of the sets, and I do all the tech stuff, but while we're actually making it, we bounce ideas off each other as we're making it.
And we realise that we have a plan of what we're going to do, but it's not set in stone. Some people who are probably going to be quite offended that I'm putting grey squirrels at Belsay because there aren't any. Because they have red squirrels at Belsay, and if they see a grey squirrel, they shoot it. But I think it'd be really interesting to see people's reactions.